Afternoon, AP Euro people. I wanted to briefly, and I doubt it's brief. I always start that way, and it ends up this rambling long mess, and I don't even know what I've said. See, already starting. But I wanted to talk really quickly about a couple of the mistakes I've made in telling you information. One of which was that today was our work day, and I was going to get information to people about their song topics. And imagine my surprise when I pull into the parking lot at my designated time, 8 o'clock in the morning, and the parking lot's empty. Why? Because the workday is tomorrow. So, number one, I got up and got like real clothes on for nothing. I actually was kind of good for me to put on like clothes that make me go outside. Second, it's tomorrow. So tomorrow, I will pick up those things that I told students that I would let them know about their song titles, and I'll get that information to you tomorrow. Second, I said about dropping off papers for your assignments, your past assignments. I said Wednesday and Friday, and that is incorrect. It's Wednesday and Monday. So Wednesday is late work. That's all the stuff that you've yellow sheeted from previous chapters, not our current chapter that we're on. Again, if your parents say absolutely not going anywhere, you're not dropping off anything, not risking it, I will put a turn in on Canvas where you can take pictures and turn your assignments in that way. I do not want you to feel like you have to come out and turn papers in. For those of you that your parents are okay with you turning papers in at school, there again will be no contact. You're not going to come in the building. You're not going to have contact with anyone. You can do that on Wednesday. And then Monday, the 13th, is when our current work will be done. So that will be what we will be looking at for our due date for our assignments that are due with this chapter. I also want to let you know that I will briefly lecture over the rest of our notes in this chapter, just like I'm doing now with a video. I am not going to use Zoom or conferencing for a couple of reasons. One, because Zoom kind of bothers me. I don't think it's I don't know, not very secure. It bothers me a little bit. I also am concerned about you guys being able to make times, because unless you are on a really tight ship, you are probably not waking up until noon, 1 o'clock, which I honestly don't blame you if you are. And I don't know how that's going to work. Our hours that we as teachers have to be are 9 to 2, and I just don't know. So I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use conferencing. I'm just going to make these videos. And what I'm going to do with my assignments and my lectures is when I put them in assignments, I will have the option for a text box so that you can question me back, or even a media upload so that you can actually video yourself asking questions. So that's how we'll do our last little bit of lectures. And that we'll do on Monday and Friday will be our last lecture of that chapter. And then on Monday the 13th, we'll take a quiz over this chapter, a regular quiz like we do in class. And then we'll do some vocab quizzes throughout the rest of our time, and regular quizzes of that nature. And when I say regular quizzes, I just mean not stimulus, just a question and answer. So the rest of the time, what we're going to work on is a couple of things. Obviously, content. We're going to drill some old content. I'm going to come up with some ways to make sure that we're getting content. We're also going to have assignments where we're working on timing. So, right, we've got to take that DBQ exam online typing. And while Mrs. Murdoch and I talked to her and asked her about, iStep and if you guys did that, she said yes, and that you should feel comfortable, but I also don't know everyone's level of speed of typing. So we're going to practice that with some Canvas quizzes, which are awesome because I can time you, and we'll again take those in bitty chunks, timing you on thesis, timing you on contextualization, timing you on actually writing an essay. So we'll practice that a lot, as well as practicing some content as we get ready. So this will be my last really video that I just kind of ramble and talk to you and tell you I miss you and hope that everybody's being safe, and hoping that on Wednesday when we get back, maybe having some kind of normal things to do every day will bring some kind of your anxieties and all that stuff back in check. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's family is doing well, and you're all doing okay. I am, again, just hanging out here doing my reading and puzzles. I love puzzles. I'm on my third puzzle now. Getting ready to move into, I just finished my book on Jack the Ripper's 5 victims, which was a nice little twist that the book was about the lives of the 5 women that lost their lives, and it was really good. And I am now on reading, I always try to read biographies of presidents, and you guessed it, in order, and I'm up to Grant. So I'm reading that, and then I'm also reading a biography on Cleopatra was my other one. So I've been busy. I don't know if I mentioned this at all, but because of my husband's work, he is not here either. He has to stay in Illinois with his power plants. He has to be around them in case any of his plants get virus and they need skeleton crews or whatever. It's complicated. But anyway, so I'm really by myself, which it's not that bad. I enjoy being by myself, and it's just me and my dog hanging out at my house. And but I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well and following all the right precautions that you should be taking. And so that is my video for Monday, and hopefully that answers all of your questions. I feel like every time I do these, it just makes more questions, which I don't mind answering your emails. Please do not think that I mind answering your emails. I just always think I did that really well and explained everything really well, but it never works that way. So anyway, I miss you guys. Wednesday we'll start. I'll have lessons ready to go at 9 o'clock. So the first one is just really going to be a lecture, not necessarily any work. So you will be able to listen to the rest of the lecture of the notes, which should help you a little bit with your homework. I also will let you know that some of those things that I had on the calendar for this chapter we're not doing. What they are, I'm not always 100% sure because I don't have that stuff home with me. It's one of the things I'm going to get when I go tomorrow is the calendar, making sure that I have everything. So Wednesday, we'll have all that figured out. I'll have a plan of action. I will have a detailed syllabus for the next couple of weeks. Probably maybe not on Wednesday, but definitely on Friday. I'll have our plan laid out. And so those of you that are like me, that like a plan, a check mark, here's my list, here's what we're going to do, will feel a whole lot better. So anyway, take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. And I will talk back with you probably maybe tomorrow, if not Wednesday. Have a good evening. Bye.